Hello everybody, it is me, SimAlley, and today is the last video that I am making for 2019 and for the entire decade. This is the last video, so I got my popcorn and, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Got some water so I can speak freely. And I have here a whole bunch of notes, like 1, 2, 3, about three double-sided pages that are about this big in my binder here that I'm going to refer to for this video. So, get the chair. I think I'm settled in. I think I'm ready to talk. So, let's talk for a minute here. I have been on YouTube for about almost 3 years. Almost 3, because it was April 17 of 2017 that I made my first Kajic video, my first video that I ever uploaded to this channel at all. And this April, coming up in 2020, will be my 3-year YouTube anniversary. So we're getting to 2020, so 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019 to 20, you get it. Almost 3 years. That's a long time to be on YouTube. I know that other people have been on YouTube for longer than that, but we're not talking about other people. We're talking about us. And the reason that I say us is because it's not just all about me, this channel. I mean, it's my channel. I'm SimAlley. But you guys are part of this. This isn't just some crazy, you know, hermit girl uploading videos for the fun of it. That's part of it. But the other part is, the whole other half of it is you guys. You guys are the other part of my channel, like the bigger part of it, really. I mean, half the time the stuff I upload is because, you know, I wonder, hey, are you guys gonna like it? And sometimes I just upload stuff because I like it, you know. Gotta give and take a little, right? Anyway, this is so weird. I mean, this isn't just the end of a year, this is the end of an entire decade, and tons of people are making videos like this. But I don't want to talk about just a generalized, you know, decade of, you know, 2000 to 2020 or 2020 or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'd like to go down memory lane with you guys. And I'd like to talk about all the stuff that's in my notes, which is, yesterday, I went onto my YouTube channel and I looked at every single video over the course of 3 years, and I made notes about almost all of them. I might have skipped a couple, but I spent like an hour doing it, or maybe more than an hour, excuse me. And I really want to talk about the history of us. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take out my first page and we're going to talk about what's on this page. Talked about that. First video I ever uploaded was a Kajic mod review, and everyone loved it. It's what got me started, and the audio quality was terrible. I had one of those long wired lavalier mics, and I was fiddling with it. I was trying to attach it to my clothing, attach it to the table, attach it to, you know, I tried putting it here, I tried putting it here, I tried putting it on my pants. It was kind of funny, actually. But that's what I tried to do, and I don't remember what I ended up settling on, but I think it was just all over the place, this tiny, tiny little mic. But it managed to do the trick for that first video. And that's what got me started with Kajic. Because the thing is, originally I just I would spend hours and hours on Minecraft. I would play the Kajic mod and I'd be like, wow, this is so cool. I've never had anything like this. And then all of a sudden I thought, hey, other people should know about this mod. So I decided to make a video about it. And I thought, yeah, this is really cool. I can just share it with everyone. Everyone will get to see it. And a lot of people really, really loved it. And that video, to this day, 3 years later, has about 5,000 views, which is kind of crazy. It's nowhere near the amount of views that my other video has. The most popular video to date, which is my Let's Make a Kindergarten video for the Kajic, and that's when I did my first Minecraft Kajic Let's Play. And oh goodness, I forgot how to check, but there was like, I think it was 17,000, 30,000, I don't know how many views. Someone in the comments, go to that video, tell me how many views it actually has, because I actually forgot to write that down. Popcorn. Anyway, I've done a lot of collabs over the years with many, many people. That's also why I said I want to talk about us, because I'm not just talking about me and my channel. I'm talking about you guys too, and literally, I'm going to mention a whole bunch of people that I've worked with, that I've been influenced by, that I've done collabs with and talked to over the course of my 3 years on this channel. And popcorn. I want to talk about all of you guys. I'm going to mention names, many names, so stick around for those names because you might be mentioned. You never know if you're watching this. This video is going to be a long one, so if you just want to sit and hang out and go through memory lane with me, then stick around. And you can like on the video, and if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, well, I guess you'll get a treat to see what my channel's really about, because I'm going to talk about literally everything. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's going to be a long one. I'm doing this all in one take. I might go on YouTube Studio and edit out small bits, but probably not. I'm probably going to keep in all of this, all my popcorn and stuffy grabs and stuff like that. Anyway, I got a new stuffy recently. I wanted to show you. Lizard. It's a gecko, and it's adorable. And my grandmother knows that I love stuffies. Normally she gives me stuffed sheep, but she gave me a gecko. It's adorable, and I love it. It's great. Okay, enough of that detour. Let's go back to the actual topic at hand. I actually feel like a combination of like nervous and nostalgic, and just there's so many feelings going through my head right now. And I'm sure that you guys, oh god. Just choking on some popcorn. I'm sure you guys feel probably the same way. I know this isn't really a formal thing. This is just me hanging out and talking with you guys. So, you know, if you just have some time, just sit back, relax. Why don't you guys get some popcorn? Because it might take a while to get through all this. Let's talk about the people that I have collabed with. Wait a second. Popcorn kernel literally went down my shirt, and I didn't notice. Anyway, sorry. I'm all over the place right now because I'm excited, but I'm also just like, ah. Okay. So I wrote down initially the first people that came to mind that I've collabed with. Sorry. I keep choking on my popcorn. Just, you, go away. Apologize. Okay. I've done collabs with people like The Helper of Games and Mothika and Rainbow Panda 4206. Oh, I love her. And Andrew the Kid, one. Nerdy Wolf Gamer. I never know how to pronounce his name. It's the kid from Kuwait. Sarabku or Sarabaku. I always call him Sarabku, even though that's not how he pronounces his name. It's S-A-R-A-B-K-U. Sarabku, or... I apologize, I am butchering your name. Anyway, and Magenta Diamond. Now, that last one, she and someone else named RGX. I don't really speak to them anymore, unfortunately. I think there was someone who had the username Sebastian Michaelis from Black Butler, but I don't talk to him anymore either. I missed him. He was fun. He was a kid, and we did like a Minecraft thing together, but it's not on my channel anymore, unfortunately. I mean, RGX actually, I don't even know if he's doing YouTube anymore, but he shouted me out originally. He was the first and probably the only person at that time who was willing to shout me out, because I was just a little itty bitty channel. Like, I was just eensy, itty bitty tiny, teeny channel. Less than 100 subscribers. And we had a bit of a tiff. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but I know that there was some personal things that were going on that I didn't know about, and we don't really talk anymore. And Magenta Diamond, she was unsettling some people on my Discord, and there was a bit of a tiff, and I didn't know the whole story, and like an idiot, I ended up banning her from the server without knowing the full information, and I apologize for that. I shouldn't have done that. I tried to come to her later. She didn't really want to talk to me anymore. She didn't really want to forgive me, so, you know, it's in the past, but that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the past. But anyway, I do remember RGX, and I do remember Magenta, and I remember all of you. Well, maybe there's like one or two that I've forgotten, but I'm sure if you approached me, I would remember. Now, I'm gonna go into a little more detail about that. God, this popcorn is really, it's not great, but it's not bad either. Anyway. So, the Helper of Games, I remember I did collab with him many a times. I think I probably have collabed with him more than most other people, but nowhere near as much as Rainbow Panda. I collabed with her so much. She's a sweetheart. She's still making videos, by the way. If you check out her, if you just look up Rainbow Panda-4206 on YouTube, you will find her. And you'll find the Helper of Games too. Anyway, just focus, control your thoughts, don't blab all over the place, because that's what I like to do. I'm a bit of a chaos junkie, if you know what I mean. Anyway. What was the first collab that I did with Helper of Games? Well, I remember. He showed up on my Investigating My Fans video. I can't remember which episode it was, but I checked him out, and I remember that I just really liked him, and he was really, I think he made me laugh, maybe. He's made me laugh many times. And he's doing his own channel right now, and he's growing, and he's doing good. And he got himself a new microphone, and he's working on it. He does mobile stuff, like on mobile games most of the time, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's how I discovered him. I remember the Scare Me challenge. He posted a creepypasta, but instead of scaring me, it made me laugh very hard, because it was just the way that he would pause about every sentence. That's how he was speaking when he was trying to tell me the creepypasta. It was really funny, and I really enjoyed that. And speaking of creepypastas, we actually did one together a long time ago, before I had a pop filter. It was Andy96's Typing, and I love that creepypasta. It's so good, right up there with that one about was it Pirates Cove or whatever? I didn't do Pirates Cove, but I remember that was a good one. Anyway, it was right up there with that. And it was really fun. So I actually love creepypastas. I don't listen to them as much anymore. Excuse me, I apologize. I don't listen to them as much anymore, but I guess I have to be in the mood for a creepypasta. Anyway, on the next person, My heart's just racing right now because I'm just talking about squeaky chair. That's another staple on my older channel. Most of my videos, older ones, for a while, my chair would squeak constantly and it would interrupt me when I would talk and when I would lean back and lean forward, and well, that didn't squeak that time, but okay, now it's squeaking. Anyway, let's talk about Mothika. She's very sweet. She's a bit older like me. She's an adult in her 20s, and she's actually currently the admin of both my current YouTube channel, not YouTube channel. She's not an admin for my YouTube channel. She's a YouTube, frick, the tongue work, please. She's an admin for my Discord server that is meant for my YouTube channel fans. So I have a Discord. I'm probably going to put the link in the description below if you can join it if you're not already part of it. I announce videos I'm making, and when I do video challenges in the future, you're going to want to be there to be able to post things. Anyway, self-plug, there you go. Discord channel, join it now. Okay. Moving on. So, I think I actually did collab with her quite a few times, but a lot of it's not on my channel anymore. We did we do a trolling my fans video? I remember I was live streaming and I remember blowing a giant hole in the ground in Minecraft, and I teleported every single person on my server into that hole and just watched them fall and die over and over and over again. I remember that. It was so funny. Oh, I love the Trolling My Fans series, but there actually aren't that many videos up anymore of me doing that. It's kind of funny. I really, really want to do that again. And I also did a crafting with fans video with her, which is still on my channel. I believe the title of the video is The Best Hole in the Ground Ever, where we dug into a mountain and I'm gonna choke again. And it was really fun. I remember talking to her about many things. Not all of it got onto my channel, but I remember we had a good time, and in 2020 I'd actually would like to do a Stardew Valley collab with her, which would be really, really fun. I really want to do that. We've already talked about it. We're gonna make it work. And excuse me, I'm just so hungry. I haven't had breakfast. It's like, what time is it? I don't know. It's like 1 in the afternoon, noonish, and I haven't eaten anything. This is my brunch, I guess. Let's talk about Rainbow Panda 4206. Don't forget the little dash in there. She is an absolute precious baby boo. People have said that she looks like me, like a little sister, like physically. But she's not. She's like, I don't even know where she lives or what country she's in. She's probably in the States, but whatever. And she's so, oh my goodness. I have done so many collabs with her. She's funny. She's adorable. She's, a lot of people have actually compared her to Aquamarine in her voice. It's kind of funny. She kind of does sometimes sound like Aquamarine, but that's cool. A lot of people love Aquamarine. So anyway, and even more people now that Bluebird Azurite is a thing. So I'm just gonna list off the things that I've done with her that I can remember from writing down yesterday. Crafting with fans, I did that with her. House of Portals, she's my Nether Queen. She was also Ditzy, my Red Pearl. God, there's so many. Rebels Legend, Crystal Crisis, House of Portals, Nether, yeah. I think I got them all. But there's just so many. If you look on over the history of my channel, she goes really far back, and she's done so much voice acting for me for so many different characters. She's mostly the Nether Queen, but she's been a few other characters too. She's just a delight to work with. I'd love to work with her again in 2020, but I don't know. I reached out to her on her channel, but she hasn't gotten back to me yet. So you guys find her, you track her down, and you tell her that I still want to work with her. Anyway, I'm gonna flip the page over now, and we're gonna talk about Andrew the Kid 1. And again, he is very fun, very funny. Love to work with him, and I would love to collab with him again in 2020 if he's available. It was really great. We just had so much fun. I was actually laughing so hard that I was in tears when I actually collabed with him. He didn't know because we were just voice to voice. He didn't get to see my face or anything, but we had so much fun. I remember we did a crafting with fans video, and I remember the most famous part that most people actually haven't seen that video. It doesn't have a lot of views on it, but there was a cow in the top of the mine shaft, and my brain was like, oh, there's a cow in my shaft. And I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. And then we couldn't breathe. We were laughing so hard because I don't usually make dirty jokes like that. And I didn't even know it was a dirty joke until my brain was like, hey, wait a second. And then I decided to leave it in the video. I'm not sure if he remembers that or not. We talked about Marvel movies and Spider-Man and Avengers 2, all that kind of stuff. Another really memorable moment with Andrew the Kid 1 was when we got married in Stardew Valley, platonically. So I called the video marrying one of my fans platonically, because he's like a teenager and I'm in my 20s, so that's, you know, not a thing that can happen. But if it's in a video game, it's okay. Anyway, those are the main people that I want to talk about that I collabed with. I also collabed with gonna choke on my popcorn again. Also talked with Nerdy Wolf Gamer a little bit, and I remember the chickens, house for, what was it called? Home for Orphaned Chickens, I believe, is what she made on one of my servers. There's another girl, I can't remember what her name is, and I apologize, but we made a video together and it never ever got uploaded, where we went onto my server and we literally blew up everything with TNT. And I never uploaded that video, and I can't remember what your name is. If you are watching this and you remember that memory with me of blowing up my server, please comment down below and I will remember. I know, I just can't remember what your username was, but we had a lot of fun together and we blew up the whole server. And no one got to see that. I never ever uploaded that video. And I should have, but I also probably shouldn't have, because I don't want to mention which server it was that we blew up, because a lot of people would have gotten mad that the stuff that they worked so hard on got blown up. And at the time, I didn't know how to back up a server, so I couldn't get any of the stuff we blew up back. Anyway. So yeah, that's something that happened. I just want to show you something. My other stuffies, sheep and more sheep, so many sheep. Anyway, so now that I've talked about my collabs, I want to go into a lot more detail and go through all of the videos that I've actually done. I've talked about my series of collabs and just my channel in general and people that I've worked with, but now I want to actually go through the pages and pages of notes, and I want to talk about all the videos, mostly the series, like the official series that I have done from all the way back in 2017, my first Kajic Let's Play through, and all the way to like a month ago. And I just want to go down memory lane and talk about it. So if you're still with me, then I'm glad. And if you're not, that's okay. Not everyone has time to just sit and reminisce about my channel and the things that you guys did on my channel and that I did for you, and memories that we shared together. This is getting better as I eat it for some reason. Maybe all the butter's at the bottom. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe all the butter's at the bottom. Anyway. Get some water, make sure I don't choke myself. I've been choking this whole video on popcorn. Speaking of which, you guys are gonna be so worried about me choking. I'm gonna be okay, I think. Because if this video doesn't go up, then I choke to death. If you're watching it, it means I survived. So, let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. The very, very beginning. All the way back to 2017. To that video that has so many views. There is no video that has more views on my channel than the Let's Make a Kindergarten Kajik Minecraft video. That has more views, and it punches the rest of my videos in the face, in the groin, in the gut with how many views that it has. So I wrote down what I remembered about it. Maybe a new memory will come back to me as I'm looking at my notes, but I'm just, you know, looking at my notes. And I remember there was a bismuth. This is just me remembering now. There was a bismuth, and we went caving, and I remember it was a weird seed. It was one of those villages that was like stuck up into a big mountain, and all the things were all wonky. You know what happens in Minecraft villages. You know what I'm talking about. Comment down below if you've seen a crazy village in Minecraft that's like built into a mountain. I remember there was the whole eyeball Ruby thing, and then Ruby disappeared, and then I was like, I lost my Ruby, and then I found Ruby again, and she was on a rooftop looking down at me menacingly. It was really fun. I remember I did a quick build of I did a small quick build video because I really wanted to show the process of me building a house, but the problem was I sped it up way too much. I sped up the video way too much. People were getting dizzy from how fast it was going. I've always had that problem with quick builds, is that I make people dizzy with how fast the camera's going, because I do it in first person perspective, so you're like, that's kind of too fast for me, a little bit too dizzy. But the sound of Minecraft blocks being sped up is kind of satisfying. If you go back and you look at my first quick build video, you will know how satisfying that sound is. Anyway, I remember that was an old version of Kajik, and the injectors for the gems were way too loud, just way too loud. And I was like, my ears. And I was worried that I would like blow your eardrums out. Classic Kajik, right? And my gems were rebellious against me. They're being bad, and I remember building this whole big stadium or whatever for a little, God, what did I call it? It's when I put them on trial. I took a flat world and I built this whole big thing. It was like totally separate from my other Minecraft world, and it was part of the series, and they rebelled against me, and I held a trial, and I'm like, you're all gonna be shattered, and and then I did. I put them into the crafting table and I shattered them, because that was a thing you could do in Kajik back then. I'm not sure if you still can. Yeah, but you used to be able to put a gem in the crafting table and you used to be able to shatter it. But then I made it so that I woke up and then it was a dream, and I didn't really shatter my gems, and they were still there and everything was fine. But the Kajik mod had updated, so all of the gems physically looked different, and I thought, wow, that's really nice. And I love the updated rose quartz that first Kajik update added for my series. You know what I'm talking about, right? And originally she was really pink, and then she was like mostly white with pink hair, a little bit more like the actual rose quartz. It was really pretty. I always loved that. And there was a failed episode. I can't remember what was going on. Something to do with a lapis that glitched out. I remember that. And let's see. After that first series, I decided to do another series. And I think that's when I first introduced Red Diamond, which is my official gem Sona, and she has a lot in common with Pink Diamond. You would be surprised. In between the first episode and the second, I'm pretty sure, I did my first face reveal. I remember that, the first face reveal on my channel, and I was so shy, and it was in the park next door, and I was like, oh, this is me, look at me, don't look at me, kind of thing. How many of you remember my face reveal? Like, how many of you actually watched that video and were like, oh, you know, because a lot of people actually told me I was pretty, which is like, oh, thank you. And I've always had self-esteem issues with regards to how I look. I'm not sure if you guys knew that or not. But, yep. I always kind of felt self-conscious. And I did my face reveal. Then I did Red Diamond's Colony. And I don't remember a lot about that series, but I remember a few things. I remember there was a woodland mansion that was on fire. And green pearl and then other green pearl. And I think it was it an amethyst or a carnelian? And they summoned lightning, and then they ended up breaking my other green pearl, so we had a funeral for other green pearl. It was kind of an emotional day. Oh. And there were also these slag creatures in the Cagic mod that were just Acrivis's own idea. Acrivis is the original creator of Cagic. I've actually talked to him. I talked to him on Discord. He used to comment it on my channel. He actually did. He found, I remember that. Oh, that's something that's not even in the notes. I remember wondering, like, how it is that he was able to find my channel, because the creator of the mod that I'm reviewing comments on my videos. That's like, I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And then I ended up talking to him, and he was a nice guy, but you know, a lot of bad things happened with Acrivis. I'm not gonna comment because I wasn't part of the situation. I just know a little bit. There was a bit of a tiff between him and the other creators of Cagic, and then he went off the project, and Cagic is run by some other people now. I've talked to them too. They're very friendly, professional, good people. So Cagic's in good hands, so no need to panic. But a lot of people were harassing Acrivis and telling him, well, I want this with Cagic and this with Cagic, and giving friggin' death threats. So I don't blame him for leaving, and I'm sad that he's not working on Cagic anymore, but I'm happy that at least the people who are working on Cagic are, you know, they seem pretty passionate about the project, and I can't wait to see how Cagic is updated. Anyway. After that, got a little bit too serious there. It's supposed to be a happy fun time. I've been talking for a while. This is gonna be a long video if you haven't figured that out yet. I remember, oh yeah, I did a couple of mod reviews, and the first one was the Tree Chopper mod, which I still, oh, I love it. I love the Tree Chopper mod. It is the best mod ever out there, ever, because you break the bottom piece of a tree in Minecraft, and the whole thing just, and then you get all the wood from the tree. No, that's a weird way to put it, but it's true. And I love the Tree Chopper mod. I always forget every time I do a Let's Play, I forget to install the mod. I always remember inventory tweaks, but I always forget Tree Chopper, which is like, come on, because chopping down trees takes forever, especially if you want to like do a whole deforestation thing, build up your empire. Man, next time I do a Minecraft series, I am putting the Tree Chopper mod in there. For sure. And the other, oh my god, this is interesting. The other mod that I reviewed next was the Gravestone mod, and to this day, people still watch that video, and even up to a couple of months ago, I think, people are still commenting on that video, and it was really funny. Because I'm like, it was just a one-off mod, I used a random skin, it was so chaotic and all over the place, and yeah, you die, and then your stuff shows up in a little gravestone and in a little chest, and you go back to your grave and you dig where you died and you get your stuff back. And you know, normally in Minecraft after like 10 minutes everything disappears. but that didn't happen. Anyway, I should probably go a little bit faster, but I'm really enjoying myself. I'm just enjoying sitting here, talking to you guys. Right now it feels weird because I'm just talking to myself, but I'm really not, because you guys are in the future. Like, later today, you are going to see this video. This was recorded and uploaded the same day, at least. I hope I can accomplish that before 2020 comes. Oh, man. Remember, there is only one, excuse me, I'm getting popcorn stuck in my teeth and I don't like that. First trolling my fans video was it my first one? I'm not sure. I had a Kajic server for a very short time, and I think I've only ever done it twice. No, 2 or 3 times, actually. Okay, TV downstairs got turned down. Anyway, I did a trolling my fans video, and I'm gonna have to cut this part out. It's okay. Just collect your thoughts. I've done a lot of trolling my fans videos. There's only one left, I think, that's on my channel, and I think that was my first one with my first Kajic server video. And I don't even remember how I trolled them in that one video. It really wasn't that great. I'm gonna be doing a trolling my fans series again, for sure. I already have a Minecraft server. You can find that if you join my Discord, or even just in the description below. But if you go on Discord, you'll know and you'll be able to ask for the server to be put online, because it's an Eterno server, and it's not on if people aren't on. So I have to manually put it on, or Mothika will manually put it on, and then if people are online, it'll stay online indefinitely so long as people are on it. If 0 people are on it, it will self-destruct. And that is how Eternos works. Anyway, but like I said, I already talked about the trolling my fans video a little bit, because, you know, teleporting people to a hole in the ground, and you know, that was fun. That was really fun. Anyway, what's interesting, oh yeah, in that video my palanquin got vandalized. That was kind of funny. What's interesting about my trolling my fans video, that first one with my Kajic server, it's still demonetized to this day, and there's no reason for it to be demonetized. But first, I don't know why it is, but it is still demonetized. A little sour about that, but I'll live. I'll deal with it. Anyway, oh, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty stuff, the good stuff, the oh yeah stuff. Oh boy, this is, you guys are all, 90% of you, well, maybe 80%, the true fans out there are gonna remember this series. And it is Rebels Legend. How many of you have watched Rebels Legend? In fact, for a short time, I actually used a resource pack that you guys made for me on that series. And a lot of people refer to this series as refer to Rebels Legend. They refer to it as the classic alley days, you know? And, I kind of agree with them. I mean, I really had fun with that series. You know, when I made Rebels Legend, I actually was kind of depressed, and I just really wanted to make something fun and create a fantasy world with little stories that people can just watch and enjoy. And I really liked Rebels Legend. That's the one with Red Diamond, the second Red Diamond series. Oh man, that was so fun. We got characters like Kitten, the Jasper, Bassie, the horse. Oh, I remember I had my wall where all of my fans' names were on it, and then I would make a gem or a pet after them. And there was Sebastian Michaelis spelled wrong. and Kitten, and I made her into a Jasper. I don't remember all of them, but I remember those ones in specific. And I remember I made this great big huge palace, and there was like quartz stairs, and when I used a resource pack, there was like a red diamond, literally was a diamond block that was red. I might make, I should make another resource pack when I make a new series so that all the diamonds are red. That would be cool. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. Is that a good idea? Or do you want to make a resource pack? I mean, I can make one, or you could make one. So maybe we'll make one together. Who knows? Oh, I remember that series. It went on for so long. I think it might have been one of my longest series that I did. I went into the kindergarten, and there were so many different gems. I built like this nether brick house right outside one of the kindergartens, and then we'd take the gems from the kindergarten and then we put them into the house, and it was like a was it an orphanage or something? And then every episode almost I would go to the house right outside the kindergarten and I would adopt one of the gems, and that was a big thing that I would do. I would adopt it, I would name it, I put the thing on the wall in the palace, and it was this whole big thing, and I really loved Rebels Legend. That was so fun. I loved it. And that was actually the very first series where I discovered Minimator. Yeah, you guys know about what Minimator is? It's like a Minecraft animation program. It's free. And I used it to make little animation segments for that series. I remember there was a character, she had like purple hair, and I forget what she was, but I know I got a voice actor for her. I'm not sure, was it Rainbow Panda or was it somebody else that voiced that character, excuse me, in the Nether? I don't remember. Anyway, the talking pig man. I got a little kid to voice act the pig man. I loved that. Oh my god. Oh, it was such a good series. And a lot of people keep asking what happened to it, and it was so good. And you're right, Rebels Legend was a really good series, and I really loved making it. And then I really got into animation. At the time, I was trying to create a video game called Rebels Court, which would have characters from Rebels Legend, and then all of my personal gem sonas like Red Diamond, Red Pearl, which is Ditzy, and Amy, and Zuli, and Purple Agate, which I called... What did I call my Purple Agate? Angie. I called my Purple Agate Angie, and Purple Agate is officially canon now because I have been watching Steven Universe Future, and there are purple agates out there. That's so cool. It's so cool. I got into animation a little bit after that. I got someone to make like a 2D animation for me where Red Diamond met her Pearl. Animation was so-so, and the lip sync was kind of weird. And then I went into actual Minimator animations that I did myself, and there was a little boy that, I don't even remember who the little boy was supposed to be. I forget his name. And there was a sheep, and there was an obsidian gem, not the official obsidian. Obsidian before obsidian was a thing. Like, I actually made obsidian first, but I don't know. And I remember making an animation. I don't even remember who voice acted. It was a little boy, and he voiced the animation, and he got abducted by aliens. No, it wasn't him. It was the sheep. His friend, the sheep, Snowball the sheep, got abducted by aliens. I remember making that animation. I made it was supposed to be part of My Life with a Gem kind of series, but I never ended up making that series. I just made the trailer for it and the sheep abducted by aliens thing. And after that, I made a zombie in love with a pig animation. And originally I was gonna have it so the zombie and the pig made a pig man at the end of it, but I decided not to. I thought a zombie that falls in love with a pig, they were playing cards and eating something. I forget what it was. It was really fun. I loved making that animation. It took me hours and hours. But eventually someone came along and they roasted me and they made fun of my animations and they made fun of me as a person, and then something happened and they became really depressed later because I didn't react well. I don't remember. I mean, I do remember, but it's complicated, you know? Anyway, then came, this is another series that you guys really, really loved, was House of Portals. You guys remember House of Portals? It is the, excuse me, I need to eat some popcorn, I'm hungry. Excuse me. Anyway, House of Portals. It had me, and at that time I had like this pink girly pretty skin. I should make my own skin again. A new one for 2020. And it had red diamond, and it is the first series, and I think probably the only series, that ever touched on Dark Alley. And I added a lot of Minimator animations into that series mixed with actual Minecraft gameplay that was a total mess. It's part of the reason why I gave up on that series eventually, because making Minimator animations at the time was a lot of work. I had no idea what I was doing and it was kind of cringy. And it was very chaotic, it was weird. I don't really remember much of the story. I just remember me in a movie theater and flipping a switch and summoning Red Diamond and Dark Alley coming and trying to take over and destroy things. And it was, at the time I kind of had fun making it, but I'm like, where am I going with this? It had no real direction, that series. Anyway, after that, I kind of was all over the place. I did one video where I was like Red Diamond's Diary, and then I tried to dabble a little bit in Slime Rancher. A lot of those videos got deleted. I think there's like one or two or three. There's a couple, just a small handful of videos out there that are Slime Rancher that I have done. I'd like to do a full series on it, but I've actually played the whole game to the end. So if I did do a series on Slime Rancher, I would probably use mods. And yes, there are mods for Slime Rancher, so I'd probably just mess around and do crazy stuff, which is fun too. But, what do you guys think? Do you want me to do a Slime Rancher series officially? Because I can do that in 2020 if you like. Comment down below. Do you want Slime Rancher? What kind of things do you want from Slime Rancher? Let me know. And after that, I really tried to make a video game for the Court of Red. I was really worried about copyright though. It was Steven Universe stuff. And I got a whole bunch of voice actors together, and there was an audition, and I showed off all the auditions, and I even integrated some of the voice acting into the game. And, looks like I'm running out of time. I hope not. That wouldn't be good. I might have to splice this together. I can't do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do a part 2 of this video. Because I still have a lot to go over. So this is going to be Going Down Memory Lanes, part 1. And it's just because my camera's about to die. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, and I'm going to upload another one probably tomorrow, Memory Lanes part 2. So like, subscribe, and if you remember any of this stuff, please do let me know in the comment if you loved, what did you love the most about it, and part 2 of this video, I'm going to go over the rest of everything else. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and bye-bye now.